Let me first start by giving the floor to Mr. Osama Manzar, the representative of the civil society. And we all know how the civil society is playing a critical role in implementing WSIS Plus 20 at the grassroots level. But we know that you are doing that in partnering together with the ITU. And I also want to believe that WSIS is a success story because of the strong support that we get from the civil society. Please share with us your vision or that of the civil society with regard to the WSIS for the past 20 years and beyond. Thank you.
Thank you, Cynthia, and thank you for bringing me in because I have to also get out in, by 12:30 to catch the flight. So I'm Osama Manzar from Digital Empowerment Foundation based out of India, but I also represent especially APC because I'm a member of APC and also have been on their board for 6 years. I just want to give one example. In 2003, when I joined WSIS in Geneva, we were one-person organization, Digital Empowerment Foundation. Today, we are 400 people organization, and we have 2,000 digital access points in India. And we claim on data 35 million people digitally empowered on data. So trying to give that a small little example that what process-oriented impact can create, not only our organization, civil society, but also a large scale impact on ground, which information society, the phrase that is meant for, that everybody should be part of the information society, the most grassroots people, the disabled people, the indigenous communities, the people who are far away without being connectivity even till date, are the examples that we have been able to create. The two more examples I would like to create is that how the payment system for the masses have reached to the village level because of the digital inclusion. How the community networks, which is the people-oriented last mile access, have reached to in the hands of the people. So even though ITU is a is a union of all the telcos and many of those organizations, but imagine the same has enabled not so named or institutionalized a small little organization doing last mile access to bring in people into the society, both technologically and also in terms of capacity building. Just to put in 2-3 processes, because APC have been part of the whole process for the last 20 years, and we have been a participant from the civil society organization. There are 2 big examples that I can also add into the process is that National Digital Literacy Mission in India was created by civil society to make the whole country digitally literate. All because of this WSIS impact. We also liberalized the licensing of the internet service provider, that nobody needs a license to buy an internet and to sell the internet. That's also completely liberalized because of this, civil society role to play, that access must be affordable and access must be practical to the local people in an entrepreneurial manner. I will end by saying that there are 3 learnings that we have learned in the last 20-25 years. That while we always talk the WSIS process about digital inclusion, creating information society, but it is also time that our success also wants to consider that there is something that happens because of digital exclusion. Difference between the phrase, when you say digital inclusion, you always say that we have included 100 today, then 200, then it's progressive. And you feel happy that we have achieved a lot. But when the people who are left over by not being connected are being totally excluded, their rights are excluded, their opportunities are excluded, then it's a negative impact that we are leaving behind, because everybody, the rules and regulations and the legislations are becoming digital must. Because of digital must, if I don't have access, I cannot have my ration, I cannot have my biometric, I cannot have my identity, I cannot have my access to entitlements. And that is something the process needs to work on in the next 20 years, is that how do we take into consideration the process in such a way that nobody left behind, but even if somebody left behind, they're not excluded from the framework of being included into the digital pervasiveness. And because there is a huge example, for example, in India, even after 25 years, we have 48% people without connectivity. That's a large number. Beside, out of those 50% who are connected, large number are facing misinformation, digital narratives. How do we take care of that? Are the things that we need to take into consideration in the WSIS process. Thank you very much.